Do you think people really understand you, or is
there's no one. You know, people know Paul Gascoigne, but Gazza, no one knows. You know, even me sometimes.
When we talk about Gazza in England, what springs to mind for you?
I'll be in here at home, and then Bobby Robson says, go and get me a goal. And he put me on 20 minutes ago, and I scored my first goal. That feeling was incredible. I try not to watch football because I still miss it so much. But when I started at Newcastle, when I was playing for the first team, I used to get on the bus, or like whatever suit I could put on, and I'd pay 10 pence, and I'd be sitting with the fans. They wouldn't know I would be playing. I mean, I'm playing for all these shortly. So I get off the bus and walk up with the fans, and I'll go into the dressing room, play the game, and then after the game, go back to the bus stop, pay me 10 pence, and go back home. I was on 25 quid a week. I can imagine playing against Liverpool, man, you're on 25 quid a week.
When you sit now and reflect on your career, I played for England, played for the club I supported as a boy, most expensive signing going off to Italy.
It was the most expensive going from Newcastle to Tottenham, most expensive going from Tottenham to Lazio, most expensive going from Lazio to Rangers, most from Rangers to Borough. So everywhere I went, it was the most expensive, you know.
You've got your glasses perfectly laid out for someone who's a bit OCD, and your cigarettes all ready to go.
Yeah, they're all ready. I have everything perfect with this OCD. See.
And when did you develop that trait of OCD?
I think it was mainly after that, the incident with Steve when he was 12. Keith was my best mate, and we used to go to the Reggie Boys Club, and his brother was 10, and his brother wanted to go, and he said, so went, take Stephen with you, and Keith went, no, I don't want to be, didn't want to be with, you know, brothers fighting up. So he went, I'm not going, and if he's going, so I went, I'll take you. And it was only about 10 minutes walking up the road, and went to the shop, and there was an ice cream van outside the shop, and I says, come on quick, we're going to be late. So he ran ahead of us. It was only 1 yard, and when he went past that ice cream van, the car hit him, taxi driver. He went about 30 yards, wow. And I was like, woof. And then he sat in the car, the taxi driver. So I ran down, and Stephen, and I was talking to him, and he had his head on my lap, and his lips moving. I thought, oh, he's going to be all right, but it wasn't. That was his last movement. So I was stuck there with his head there for 20 minutes. Then I went to see him when he passed away. Stephen was upstairs in his coffin in the house, and then Keith said, come on, let's go and see him. So I was like, oof. And I went up and he says, pick him out. So obviously, like 12 years of age, picking a dead body out of the coffin and kissing, cuddling him, saying sorry, and then putting him back down. And I stayed in that room for a few days, oof. So like, it was a few sleepless nights.
Did you blame yourself?
I did at first. Yeah, I went, oh my God, if I hadn't took him. It's always, if I hadn't took him, you know.
Is every day a battle not to drink?
No, it's easy really, you know. I just keep away from the places, you know, and just do the right things that keep me well and sober, like, you know.
I think everybody wants the best for Paul Gascoigne, don't they?
Yeah, I'm fortunate that way, you know. What I've put myself through and other people, and like you say, jail and rehabs and took cocaine off toilet seats that was years ago, 18 years ago or something. And then getting asked to be ambassador for my country. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Rehab, I've never been for drugs, ever. And I'm probably for drink, probably 2-3 times. The others are like, I've been for Calpol. I went to rehab I couldn't get off Calpol. I've spent a lot of years being down, like, you know, when I did the ligaments, then the kneecap, then broken foot, I missed 4 years of football. You know, I would have got 100 caps, so, you know, I try not to get down, because the world's already enough down, you know, and I don't like it when I'm down, and that's sometimes when I can be really down. That's when I pick up a drink to cheer myself up. But I used to be a happy drunk, you know, and I ain't anymore. There's been a few times where I've cried on stage, and they all start singing my name and that, and then gets them up, and then, because like you miss on a Saturday, you know, like entertaining people. You know, I got such a buzz from it. I just get such a fucking buzz from it, you know, and you miss that.
When we finish this and head off our separate ways, I know people will say to us, what sort of a bloke is Paul Gascoigne? What would you like the answer to be?